I'll be reacting to Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall Episode 1, and I will be starting off my reaction in 1, 0, go. Oh man, I'm hyped up for this. And for those wondering, yes, I did see the OVA Black Rock Shooter and the television version of Black Rock Shooter. I liked the OVA fight scenes, and for the TV version, the previous version, while I didn't think the writing was great, I liked bits of it. But I haven't played any of the Black Rock Shooter games, though, for those of you curious. All right, the CGI for the machines don't look that bad, actually. Okay. Oh! I just wonder if this character is going to be like allied or against Black Rock Shooter, though, because I know naturally that's not Black Rock Shooter. Wait, is that Deathmaster? Oh, kind of looked a little bit like her. Yeah, because, oh yeah, with the hair. All right, going all over the top, but you know what? I don't mind one bit. Oh. Okay. One of the rare CGI anime where the explosion animation doesn't actually look like trash. You can definitely tell there was real effort put into this. Even with the way her flows too when she moves it, it looks pretty natural. It doesn't look like any frames are skipping and doesn't look super plasticky. Could also be because the action's rendered during nighttime, so it's a lot easier for the animation to look better. Question's going to be, is it going to look this good during the daytime sequences? Oh yeah, that boy, that kid looks like he's going to be a goner. Okay. Kind of like the way they say the Black Rock. Whoa. Well, okay then. I really do hope they explain what's going on, though. Don't get me wrong. I don't like them. I mean, I don't mind them putting Veer straight into the action, but I hope we get. Well, damn, fucking brutal. Okay, and I definitely know that blue-eyed one is definitely Black Rock Shooter. But damn, that lady talking Black Rock Shooter, talk about being absolutely nihilistic right there. 80s, 2062 San Francisco. Going by how there's credits already, I'm gonna guess that the first episode's either not gonna have its opening or ending theme, or hopefully both, because I always freaking love it when first episodes don't show any opening or EDs, just so that there's more screen time for the characters. Oh. Now that begs the question: when it comes to like Black Rock Shooter and the other beings, Elixir and Winter, are they classified as humans or something beyond humans, or oh, never mind. I guess that kind of answers my question then. I like about the atmosphere too. Like you can tell it's grim. Like everything looks broken. The shading for the scenes, it's got like a gray hue to it. Like right off the bat, a little instantly with the visuals, and also the first few sequences in the episode too. You can tell that the underdogs are going to be the protagonist and the people that are associated with the protagonist, or at least whichever side the protagonist is with. So that's how you build stakes like that. Original character designer Hook. And something I think they actually are translating the credits. I was like, thank you. Fucking thank you. Whoever did the translations for the credits, y'all have done all anime fans a service. Sound director myself. The thing is, the name goes so damn quickly. It's like Blueberry animation CG. Like they go so damn quickly. Like I would really love it if they're like in the screen a bit longer, so that I can like think, okay, y'all did a good job. This person, you did a good job, and all that kind of jazz. But I'm just glad they bothered with it in the first place. I guess it's going to be on. Yeah, this definitely has to be on the insights of Black Rock Shooter's mind. I don't even think it's going to. Oh. Whoa. Kind of makes me feel bad for her. At least this is implying that she was experimented on then. Which that, I mean, if she was experimented on, that does explain why she has that word beautiful blue glow to her eyes. I guess she's gonna recall things as she partakes in more fighting though. Because that's how I usually work in these type of animes. Whenever you have characters amnesia, they're not going to get the memories back until they see something that sort of reminds them of something they did in the past or something they experienced in the past, or as they get pushed into dealing with adverse, intense situations. And something I like here too, I like how it shows you how rough it is for anyone to survive when he even says they have to go as far as like inspecting water because certain waters and areas are. Oh! I'd be scared of shit touching a hand like that. Especially if it's coming from like a glowing light. I'd be like, ha! Yeah. They have no. I mean, if I were them, I would just open the. At least now we have a name for those mechanical creatures. Oh, then machines with big guns. And that's how you do exposition too. You do it by having the characters mention whenever they're going up against when they encounter it without having to have forced and boring exposition. Oh, he looks like he's about to get fucked up. Damn, this is a fucking badass. I like her spunk and bravery. I mean, worst case scenario, if she were to open the door and Blackwater Shooter were to kill everyone, at least with this situation, they have a chance of surviving. But yeah, I mean, I know that Black Rock Shooter doesn't have any bad intentions because, again, I watched the OVA a while back and also the television series. I gotta admit, I actually dig the look of Black Rock Shooter. I still think when it comes to anime, Black Rock Shooter peak character design was the Black Rock Shooter OVA. But she don't look half bad though. At all, actually. Oh shit! What are her legs made of? Be able to like just kick the Titus mechanical death. Yo! I mean, shit, with what the features falling off, it makes you question if she was even in the first place. Yo, like the where-eyed glow too. Oh, man. Okay. Like, already, I instantly love this more than the Black Rock Shooter TV series. Just in, like, tone, intensity. I'm like, damn! because you can already feel the viciousness in the fight scenes. Because don't get me wrong, the Black Rock Shooter TV series had some cool fights, but they felt a little bit plasticky because you didn't see much battle damage, and so maybe some of the latter fights. Here, the fights don't feel that way. They don't feel clean. They feel dirty. They have grit, and I love that shit. Oh. Well, yeah, shit. Well, they kind of kickback. Yeah, no normal human's going to be able to handle that kind of kickback. At least not that easily on like a regular basis. Oh, that's a cute little name. Nah, she needs a better name than that. But now it makes me wonder, considering that she is naturally going to be named Black Rock Shooter, who's going to be the genius that comes up with that name? And no, I'm not being sarcastic. Like, I think Black Rock Shooter is a cool name. I just wonder who's going to give it to her. Okay, the shooting choreography here could be a little bit better, though, because we're having multiple machines shooting at Mia, Norito, and Black Rock Shooter simultaneously. I mean, how can you miss? Like, how? But on that, though, the action pieces in the episode, the action set pieces have been good for the most part. Well, all of them surviving, of course. Oh! And this is what I'm already digging about Black Rock Shooter. It's like she's taking the riskier and tougher approach. Oh, okay. The way like the wall was destroyed. Damn, that looks good. Okay, the song playing actually sounds pretty nice. Felt a little bit like a Deus Ex Machina, but hey, fuck of it, as long as the girl's saved. I'm saying that I do wonder how she's able to operate that bike seemingly proficiently, though. Unless she already had training or the experimentation would allow her to like operate a variety of vehicles. You know what? Fuck it. That's how I'm gonna headcanon it. Experimentation, she was probably, what the? Wait, what the fuck? Did he just fucking actual chick to death? I mean, okay, that chick with the eyes and the lollipop looks pretty. I like how she covers the man's figurative lollipop with an actual lollipop. But damn, this series is going all in, at least showing off that it's gonna be a lot more gruesome than again the OVA in the television series. I'm like, damn. Just by the way the girl was seemingly killed, then you have this dude with like a nude robotic body. Interesting how he's saying that, though. And then I'm assuming when they learn everything they need to know, they're going. The thing is, though, if say machines are able to build But if you're a machine, though, and you can build things and learn and spread things like legacy, at what point does a machine have to go to be considered human, though, to gain the essence? I mean, it introduces pretty interesting philosophical questions there. At least it gets me thinking a little bit. Oh man, I just love how over the top this is. Like this series, like it knows it's over the top and it fucking plays off of that, and I fucking love that. Because that's something I felt the original, well, the previous television series should have done. But yeah, so far so good. I love that cute little voice of the fucking bike. It's fucking adorable. I just love how it's simping for Black Rock Shooter. Okay. Yeah, here's my guess as to why she's gonna get the Black Rock Shooter name. Because since that bike has Black Rock in its name, and our girl has a gun that can shoot big ass fucking bullets, I'm guessing that's where she's gonna get her Black Rock Shooter name from. That's my guess. I could be wrong in my theory. Oh, and I just love like the sound effects add a little bit of cinematic flair too. I'd say the only downside in the animation is when you have like, because the kids they're actually rendered with animation that kind of looks 2D-ish, but when it comes to certain human characters, you can tell it's CGI. I'd say that's probably like the only downside with the animation, but for the most part, it's looking pretty good and decent actually. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess. But I guess now we finally have someone to actually give her a name. I don't know. What's that have to do with our girl though? Well, yeah, that's like the first thing. Like, you don't have to look at any of the buildings or surrounding areas. Just looking at the fucking sky can just show off how everything is fucked up. Hmm. Oh, okay. At least now we know why humanity went to shit in this series. I want to hear him actually talk about it now. Damn it. Well, I mean, at least that implies they'll explain it later, though. Okay, I like how this adds urgency now because it means our girl can't fuck around. She has to act quickly. If not, the world is essentially fucked. Damn, that's a pretty big ass rule to be put on a girl that just barely woke up that has amnesia. It's like, damn, just imagine breaking up. You don't even know what the fuck's going on. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta also save the world. And if you don't, everyone's fucked. And also, it's your main responsibility. I'm like, if I was, that's why I've been thinking, like, what the hell? She is not gonna leave him behind. And this is what I like about Black Rock. Well, she wants to help the kids. It's common decency. Whoa! That's some language from this fuck. Oh man, hey, our girl's gonna get her fucking way and he can't do shit about it. Okay, those things are packing some freaking power. As thing I could do is like the detail on like some of the when it comes to the blood on the soldiers too. I mean, I'm gonna imagine that nothing's going the way it's supposed to because he tried to force shit. That's probably why. Oh man, I like the slow mo. Definitely, like honestly, this feels like it has some Michael Bay vibes with like the explosions and like the slow mo. Not that I mind. I like that even though the bike is it says holy. I swear that bike has got some swag. Oh fuck. I'm assuming she can repair things. Going by that blue glow. Whoa. Yo, she's like a one-woman army then. And makes it. Oh, the dude with the crazy. That got his ass owned. But now it begs the question, like, oh. Okay. I mean, that's a decent way of ending off the episode. I'd say the only downside, though, to the ending is we know Black Rock Shooter's going to be safe because at least it feels like the first bit of the episode feels like it's some kind of like flash forward. So we know that our girls are not going to really run into like any major threats until she takes on that thing that's in the first bit of the episode. That's presuming that the first few minutes of the episode is a flash forward, which I think it is. So don't get me wrong. That encounter at the end of the episode was exciting, but a little bit of the tension is killed off a little bit, though. Just a teeny bit, though. Other than that, the first episode was entertaining. I like how instantly they established why the world is in a fucked up state that it's in. Because, well, at least when it comes to the explanation of the episode, well, yes, the explanation that the episode provided is sort of like the type of plot you would get in a good portion of anime where humanity builds something that something goes absolutely out of fucking control and it wreaks some havoc and chaos. Even though that's a premise that you would get in a lot of other anime. It works to its favor because at least here it justifies the action set pieces and also not just that, but I love how they didn't explain everything about Project Elysium too, because how they explained everything on Project Elysium, the episode wouldn't have been able to have its grandiose cliffhanger. And not just that, something I like about this episode is considering how intertwined with technology humanity is nowadays, it would make sense that Elysium becoming the AI Artemis and then going wild would be able to actually cause a mock. That's actually pretty nice too, because at least now that gives us world building. And also, I like how this episode establishes stakes that Black Rock Shooter has a time limit, and if she doesn't pull it off, the world's doomed. So that's why I liked the episode. It was filled with action. There was important bits of information put in because here was one of the downsides of the Black Rock Shooter TV series. Like, it took a while for that series to actually explain what the fuck was going on. And that's like, eh. And then the OVA, if I recall, it's been a while since I saw the Black Rock Shooter OVA, but that one was pretty much basically just action without much plot. So like how instantly this series is avoiding the downsides of that the Black Rock Shooter TV series and OVA said, it's instantly explaining what the characters are fighting for, why they're fighting for, why they're in the state they're in. And I fucking dig that. I'd say the only downside is, again, since we got that flash forward, we know that Black Rock Shooter and the boy with the arms are going to make it out of this fight peachy fine. So it does call off a little bit of the tension. So that's one of the downsides. I felt like this episode would have been better served not showing off that flash forward so that there's at least a little bit more tension. There's mystery and stuff. Oh, what's going to happen between Black Rock Shooter and this cool-looking boy with, like, the arms or girl? That's what I would have been thinking. Instead, it's like, okay, so how's Black Rock Shooter going to get out of this? Because we know she's going to be fine. You see my point? That's one of the downsides of the episode. Everything else was well handled for the most part. As for my character standpoint, I actually like how Black Rock Shooter has got amnesia. Let me explain why. When amnesia used in most animes, is it a bad thing? Yes, it is. But here it isn't. Let me explain why. I think that Black Rock Shooter needs to have amnesia so that she can be the vehicle character, because if she didn't have amnesia, it'd be harder for the running stuff to explain why the world in Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall is an absolute shit. And them having that exposition dump wouldn't have worked. It would have felt like an artificial exposition dump. But due to her having amnesia, that exposition dump actually worked. So that's why I feel Black Rock Shooter having at least bits of amnesia and her memory slowly coming back. I think it was a good narrative decision. Y'all could disagree with me. And you know what? If, say, the series fucks up narratively, I might change my mind on that. But for now, I think it's a good decision for that series for that reason. So that's another positive I saw with the episode from a character standpoint. You don't have any characters like preaching fucking dialogue. I liked Mia too. I like how she had zero caution while her bro Narita was so cautious. I think it was adorable. And it actually shows us insight into Black Rock Shooter, like seeing how she would risk her life. She would make things more difficult on herself to save these children. Makes me like her more as a character. So that's why I thought she was decently written. I like Mia Norito. As for the Colonel, I like how pragmatic he was. But at the same time, I kind of felt it was a little bit dumb how he was pointing the gun towards Black Rock Shooter, because I'm like, Colonel, don't you need this girl? You literally said you need her. You need her and humanity needs her. Why would you point a gun at her? I'm just saying. Like, considering Black Rock Shooter her all the leverage she has, she'd have every right to pretty much essentially do whatever the fuck she wants. If we're being perfectly honest. So that was, again, one of the downsides of this episode. I mean, it was kind of like, that's one of your biggest assets to humanity. I don't think you should be pointing a gun at it. And even if you did, any threat you'd give towards an individual like that would be absolutely hollow, because, again, I'm just saying that individual, you need that fucking individual to survive. So those were bits in the episode where I thought it was a bit wonky. Animation-wise, I mean, the CGI worked. Does it hit the levels of beauty that the original OVA did? Not really. It doesn't. Like, when it comes to peak Black Rock Shooter fight scenes, that OVA is going to be top caliber. I don't see a CGI series surpassing that. But I do like how the CGI action here stacks up pretty well to the television series. I actually like the animation style here a little bit more, because there's more grit. Like, the fights feel like whenever characters take damage, like the damage looks painful as shit to look at. So that's a compliment I will give to the episode. I think it looks pretty nice, if you ask me. And that's why I got to say overall, it was mostly well done visually. I'd say one down to this is when Black Rock Shooter was running and she was being shot. We didn't see Black Rock Shooter like try to hide behind cover, moving like zigzag formation when there was like a few seconds of her running. I mean, eventually she got to hide behind something, but it's like kind of kills a little bit of the immersion, you know? When you have machines just shooting in like the same direction and don't even try to move the robotic arms towards like multiple angles. That's where the action elements kind of the fun was a little bit lost on me due to that reason. They could have choreographed those bits a little bit better. Everything else was well choreographed. Though, like Black Rock Shooter destroying that bot was pretty damn cool. Or that slow-mo where she saved the kids by utilizing her abilities. To its credit, looked pretty cool. So yeah, even though there were things in the episode that looked a little bit wonky, nothing that's absolutely damning. I mean, for the most part, I enjoyed the visuals in the episode, to its credit. And aside from that, I liked the music. I thought the music was actually pretty nice. I even liked the songs too. I'm like, okay, I can actually get behind this. And also, aside from the vocal tracks being pretty damn good, the sound effects, like the boom, like whenever there's an explosion or things taking damage, they actually sounded good, to its credit. So that's why overall, from a sound standpoint, the episode did a damn good job. And that's why if I had to rate this episode overall on a scale of, say, 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm going to give it a... I might think I'm being a bit too lean on it, but no, I actually enjoyed this. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. It's not as bad as what people are making it out to be. I actually enjoyed this. I'm like, all right, this is some fun-ass shit. Is it the best thing I've seen this season? No, not even close to like the best thing I've seen this season, but I was entertained. I liked the fight scenes. I liked the premise. I mean, holy cow. I was coming here expecting something boring like the television series, save for the fight scenes. Like, whenever the Black Rock Shooter television series had fight scenes, I was entertained. When it was the melodramatic stuff, I was like, I wasn't won over when it came to stuff like that. Here, I'll give credit to this series. There wasn't a single moment where I was bored. And hey, at least for me, not being bored counts for a lot, because when it came to, again, the original television series, there were moments where I was like, okay, this is feeling like it's taking way too damn long. When is it going to get to the point? Never felt like this. Haven't felt like this for the first episode, at least yet. For all I know, this series could just have a really damn good episode and they could fuck it up. But for now, I'm going to remain optimistic because, again, I did like what I saw. And I'm definitely going to be keeping up with the series week by week moving forward. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd really like to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe, because yes, I am definitely going to be reacting. I'm going to be reacting to the whole series because I already saw the Black Rock Shooter OVA. I've watched the Black Rock Shooter television series. I'm already liking this way more than the Black Rock Shooter, the previous one. So yes, I'm definitely going to be sticking around. Even if it goes south, I'm still going to be sticking around because it's Black Rock Shooter. I just like the aesthetics a lot, and the voice acting too. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would really love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video. Have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.